Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at some of my favorite new gear as of April 2023. Companies have really been on fire as of late, coming out with some very interesting items. Not all of these are necessarily released in April, they're just items that are a little bit newer that I hadn't had a chance to feature on the channel as of yet. So excited to share them with you. Before jumping in, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel we love reviewing popular travel and everyday care gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. .511 is well known for making rugged and versatile EDC bags and other gear. Most recently, they have come out with the Skyweight collection, which is a series of bags that, as the name implies, is very lightweight. They use a 330D nylon fabric that helps reduce the actual weight of the bag so that even when you're carrying a little bit more, it doesn't feel as heavy. And so this is a pretty interesting pack. I have the 24-liter version here. They have released a 36-liter version, I believe. I'll be doing a more in-depth video on the bag. I just wanted to give kind of a quick preview and overview. And so this definitely has, kind of a hiking-like appearance. It doesn't have a ton of structure. You can definitely feel how lightweight it is. External water bottle pockets on the sides. You have a 24-liter capacity, which is, just plenty of space for EDC and hiking carry. You have a nice organizational layout, quick access pocket on the top. It's a top-loading bag that opens up pretty wide. You also have access from the bottom to get into the main area. The bag includes a removable rain cover to give you some peace of mind if you happen to get caught in a downpour. The area of the bag that I'm most excited to test out in a little bit more depth is the harness, which is one of the most robust harness systems that I've seen from .511. This is just really, really comfy as far as the straps, the back paneling, tons of breathability. You also have an integrated and removable waist belt. You can see just how well padded that is. So gonna be testing this out. I'll talk more about it in the in-depth review, but definitely feels like it's gonna be a super comfortable bag with a little bit more of an outdoor focus. In addition to the Skyweight collection, .511 is also releasing a couple of packable bags. There is a packable sling bag and a backpack. So these are always great items when you're traveling to just toss into a larger travel bag. And I've been interested to see .511's take on this type of bag. Pretty well padded straps, some organization. The backpack has a clamshell style opening. It comes in at about 12 liters, so it's not huge, but with this sort of simple layout, it can hold probably more than you would think for the size. You also have external water bottle pockets. The sling bag has a similar aesthetic. Stretch pockets on the front, and just a decent amount of space for a sling bag. And with both of these, they pack into the additional pocket that they have. So again, I'll load these out and give you a closer look in a future video, but very exciting to have some new gear from .511, and I'll make sure to include links in the description if you want to check these out in a little more detail. Western Rise makes some of my favorite travel and everyday clothing. They always use really durable and versatile materials that allow you to travel with less. We featured a bunch of their pants and shirts on the channel in the past. Now we have the recently released short sleeve X Cotton Henley. I'm a big fan of this style in general. I think that the Henley appearance is just a little bit classier, nicer looking than a standard tee, so it's pretty versatile. I pack these anywhere that I go as I feel like they're just a little bit dressier if I want to go out on the town without dressing up too much. I really love that it's offered in a short sleeve. They do have these in a long sleeve as well, but the short sleeve, particularly for the hotter areas where I travel and live, is really nice to have. And then X Cotton, I hadn't had as much experience with. So far, it's been great. I really love how soft and comfortable this is. I actually prefer it to the feeling of merino. It's just a little bit less sort of itchy, which I find that some merinos can be, while still offering some of the versatility that merino offers. So you have a four-way stretch with this shirt, so it's going to move with you and work well regardless of whatever activity you're doing. It's also moisture wicking, and it has anti-odor properties that are going to allow you to wear it comfortably. Maybe not quite as long as merino, but it's a good trade-off for the feeling of the shirt. feels durable, looks great. It's offered in a few different colors. And if you're looking for just a really durable, comfortable staple piece to help build out a capsule-like wardrobe, this is gonna be a fantastic addition to check out. We've looked at a few different items from Side by Side in the past. Their most popular offering is probably the Power Packer, which is a really versatile tech and EDC organizer. I still use that to this day. Now they have the Travel Packer Lite, which is a new toiletry bag from the company. I believe they had a larger version of this that they released in the past. And this is still a little bit of a larger toiletry bag for people that need to carry a little more, but one of the interesting things about it is this flatter form factor. So even though it can hold a lot, because of the shape, it still manages to pack down into a suitcase or travel bag more flat than some of the really bulky toiletry bags that I've seen on the market. As far as the materials, it feels very solidly built like Side by Side's other products. It has this kind of weather resistant exterior, it's tarpaulin-like. And it just, it looks great, matches up with the aesthetic of a lot of the bags and accessories that I typically travel with. So again, durable, good form factor, really smooth working, reliable zippers. And on the inside is where all of the exciting stuff happens with this bag. It opens up fully flat, so you have visibility into everything that's on the inside. Nice layout here. You have two zippered pockets on the flap that you can use to hold smaller accessories. One of them has this mesh that's see-through, so you can kind of know where everything is, be able to grab what you need. At the top, you have a strap that's going to allow you to hang this from a towel rack or a door handle or something like that. It has this G-hook that releases easily, and I like the flexibility that this system offers compared to a metallic hook that some toiletry bags have, as those might not be able to wrap around something that's thicker. So nice implementation here. You can hang this up. If you don't want to hang it up and have it be this really long sort of thing that comes down, I like that you have an additional hook here if you just want to use the primary section at the bottom. So again, really thoughtful design choices there. And I like that this is a modular system. So you actually have the ability to tear these clear pouches out. And this is a really water sort of resistant material. You could place it, your toiletries, your liquids, anything that you might need to carry with you on a trip, distribute it between these two pouches, tear out the one that you need, which is a really cool system. In general, I'm always a fan of anything that's modular. And then on the sides, you have elastic bands that might be a good spot to hold something like a toothbrush or anything else that's a little taller and thinner that you want to use. You have two sizes of these pouches. So the one on the bottom is a little bit larger, nice weather sealed zippers here. On the inside of that, you have some slip pockets that it's nice to just offer some extra organization for any of the items that you might be carrying. So you can use just the pouches on their own. These are going to be really great liquid pouches because they're clear and see-through. They work well in that use case. So if you're traveling and you want to make your liquids more accessible for TSA, you can tear one out, leave the rest in your bag. I know my wife is a big fan of this pouch. When she saw it, her eyes got really wide as she travels with more toiletries than I do typically and loves the flexibility and the space that this offers while also maintaining a pretty sleek, slim form factor. On top of that, you can also just rest this up against the wall or something. So just a really versatile, unique take on toiletry bags that I hadn't really seen before. It is a little bit on the larger side for what I might typically carry, so I would maybe just prefer to tear out this bottom pouch, and this is normally the size of toiletry bag that I carry, but like that I can do that or combine it with the rest of the travel packer if I need to carry a little bit more or if my wife is going to use it. And this is now live on Side by Side site if you want to check it out. The modern Dayfarer backpack has been one of my favorite work and everyday bags over the past couple of years. It was recently updated. There aren't any radical changes overall, which I like because the bag already worked really well. There's just been some updates to the silhouette. The fabric is still really rugged, YKK zippers, the harness system has been improved. And then you also have a little bit of a different organizational layout, particularly on the side pocket. Before it used to have two separate compartments. So it's really good, thoughtful changes while maintaining same style. You have the separate shoe compartment, separate padded laptop compartment, quick access pocket on the front. And by the time this video goes live, I may have already published the full review for the new version of this bag, so I'll make sure to include a link to that in the description below if you want to see it in action. But overall, have definitely enjoyed this newer version, and I think the improvements make it a really great experience. The Black Ember Shadow backpacks have been on the market for a while, but I was excited to finally have a chance to test these out. Black Ember always uses some very interesting, rugged, weather-resistant fabrics, and they provide modern, minimal aesthetics. The Shadow backpack in particular has a super clean look that I'm generally a fan of, and it just seemed like a really clean, versatile tech and everyday bag. It has a clamshell style opening, good laptop protection on the inside, padded suspended laptop compartment, an interesting built-in tech organizer, which is helpful if you don't have a ton of pouches that you normally use. Just really solid build quality and a very comfortable harness system. I have been testing out both the larger size of this bag and the smaller 22-liter version, and I will be releasing full in-depth video on these bags shortly, so make sure to keep an eye out for when that comes out, and I'll also add the link to the video in the description once it's live. Last but not least, we have some really awesome gear from Alpaka, which have been releasing an impressive amount of new bags, EDC gear, pouches. We have a few examples of that here. I'm going to be taking a look at a couple of their newer pouches. This is the Elements Tech Case Mini. I looked at the larger version of this a while back on the channel. Love that this is a little bit slimmer while maintaining the same weather resistant properties. You have a nice organizational layout. So, really great for your tech and EDC accessories. You also have the ability to attach a strap to this to use it as a shoulder bag or a sling bag. We'll also be looking at their admin pouch, which is a little bit smaller. Again, great for EDC accessories and tools. You have a quick access pocket, it opens up flat, and just a great organizational layout. I'm excited to kind of just play around with this. I've loaded it out with just some EDC items for now, but take a closer look at this in an upcoming video. Love the variety of sizes and layouts that Alpaka is offering in their pouches. Very durable and useful. And then what is maybe the most exciting to me is their new travel backpack, which I've only had a chance to use this briefly so far, but it's quickly becoming one of my favorite travel bags of the year, maybe of all time. Really great layout on this bag. 35-liter capacity, which is the size that I typically like for one bag travel. Lots of great pocketing all throughout. Water bottle pockets, you have handles, a comfortable, well-padded harness system, a great laptop protection, weather-resistant sort of X-Pack type fabric, aqua-guarded zippers. So checking off a lot of the boxes. I'm excited to start really digging into this bag, and I will definitely be releasing a more in-depth video for that soon. And so that's it. That's some of my favorite new gear as of April 2023. Hopefully this video was fun, and if you have any questions on the items that I featured in the video or suggestions for similar items that I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I'm definitely curious to hear which of these you are most excited about, and I'll also link in the description below to some of the in-depth reviews and roundup videos that I've done as of late. And as always, I want to thank you for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.